Oftentimes, the default metrics inside of Google Ads, such as cost, clicks, and impressions, aren't granular enough for you to make good business decisions. We're going to show you how to create custom columns that will allow you to build data points relevant to your business. So now I'm going to show you how to see custom metrics inside of your Google Ads account by using custom columns. So here's an outline of what we're going to discuss. And this will be a quicker tutorial too, but it's still a very effective tool to use. So first we're going to answer what are custom columns. Then we're going to talk about why they matter. And then I'll do a live tutorial of me creating some custom columns and adding them to a view in Google Ads. What are custom columns? Custom columns in Google Ads are a way to view specific metrics that aren't available by default. You can view these metrics against any other dimension in Google Ads and also perform calculations on them to come up with your own specific business-specific metrics. So why is this important? It will allow you to easily view KPIs inside your Google Ads account rather than dropping them into Excel, comparing them to other data points, and just having pretty much a mess of a reporting infrastructure. So let's take, for example, that you have multiple conversion actions inside of your Google Ads account, whether it's form submissions, inbound calls, even furthering it into a sale. Rather than just segmenting and viewing those separately, you're able to actually create columns in Google Ads and view them in one default view against any of the views in Google Ads, such as campaigns, ad groups, and keywords. So now I'm going to show you how quickly we can do this inside of Google Ads. Go to any view in Google Ads, like I mentioned before, whether it's campaign, ad group, keyword, and click on the columns button. From there, we're going to modify the columns. We're going to go down to the custom column section, and we're going to click on the new column button, and then we're going to select our options, which I'll demo live in just a moment here. And then you save, and that's pretty much it. So right now, I'm inside of our Google Ads account. This is our own marketing that we do. And so by default, a way to see your conversion actions separated out, a lot of people go here to segment conversions and go to conversion actions. And this will display all of your conversion actions, but it still doesn't tell us line by line what we're looking for here. So we see form submissions here, phone calls here, form submissions here, phone calls here. I'm going to show you how to create custom columns for those and to be able to view those all within your default view. So I'm going to go to modify columns, custom columns, and I'm going to choose a new column. So you give it a name, so I'm going to name this one form submission. Spell that wrong. You can give a description if you'd like, and then from here, you actually add your metric. So you browse all the options that you have, then you go to conversions, and then we can filter these conversions by a specific action. And as you can see, there's just a myriad of options here that you can go through and dig into. So I'm just going to choose form submission. As I mentioned before, you can perform mathematical calculations. So for whatever reason, if I want to divide this by cost, I want to add another metric to it, I can easily do so right here. But for now, I'm just going to count this right here. And you can also choose different formats. So my form submission is created. Now I'm going to create my inbound phone calls. And I'm going to go here, go to conversions, and do the same thing here. I'm also going to add one more column, and by default for me, since I only have two conversion actions here, this will be the sum of the cost. It will be the same exact value of cost per conversion. But let's say I had a couple other conversion actions in there, and I just wanted to calculate my cost per lead being the number of ad dollars I spend divided by my form submissions and phone calls. So I will create this custom metric, and this will be a good example of using those mathematical calculations I was talking about. So we're going to add in our cost. And then we are going to divide that by the number of leads we have. But since we have two conversion actions that make up those leads, we're going to have to add them both in here. I'm going to filter this one by form submission. Add in this one. So now that that's complete, I can choose my format. In this case, it's actually going to be money. And I click on save. Now, just as you would add normal columns in Google Ads, you just click the options you want to see. And I'm going to delete the default conversions, cost per conversion, just because I'd rather view it this way now, and I click apply. From here, I'm going to see, let me remove the segmentation. From here, now I'm going to be able to see a line item of my phone calls, my form submissions, and my cost per lead. So that's how you do it. You can do that with any metric or dimension across Google Ads. So you can go around there, play, have fun, and thank you.